G'day, Methodist Dave here, professional theologian and Bible teacher with our daily devotional for Saturday, August 22nd. We come to chapter 22 of the book of Proverbs, and I'm going to read you verse 15. This is a verse that lots of parents take to heart. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far from them. The spanking verse. And as a young person who was spanked, whose father was spanked and grandparents were spanked, and my children were spanked, I can tell you I turned out pretty good with a just respect for the law and for obeying societal norms. Not a particularly rebellious individual. I can say that it did me no harm. But not everybody agrees with spanking. And even though this is a verse in the Bible, the Proverbs mostly are what we call truisms that are generally sayings that are generally true. This is not a thus saith the Lord commandment, okay? It is not a thus saith the Lord. What it is, though, is what it is saying is that children are naturally foolish and rebellious. They need discipline. And however you choose to administer that discipline in whatever form, it needs to be several things. It needs to be, first off, fair. It needs to be commensurate to the infraction that they've committed. It needs to be dispassionate, not administered in a fit of anger. When I spanked my children, I never did it when they did something wrong. I never did it when I was upset. I never did it when I was angry. I never did it when I was out of control. It had to be measured. It had to be fair. So I had to be dispassionate as I administered their punishment so that I could give them what I thought the infraction was worth and nothing beyond that. And it needs to be consistent. If you discipline your child once in a while, they learn inconsistency and they learn that sometimes they can get away with it and sometimes they cannot. There are circumstances in the world that are very unforgiving. And if children are rebellious and foolish in these aspects of life, then they could suffer severe consequences. There are certain groups of people that if you offend them, if they feel disrespected, they will initiate retribution on biblical proportions. And when children learn that, you can insult people and get away with it, they will find that they insulted a person who will not let them get away with it. And it could be dangerous. Also, the law doesn't care if you are privileged. If you commit serious crimes, a lot of young people think they can get away with it. Well, I'm a minor. Until we charge you as an adult. And then you go to juvenile jail. And then once you graduate juvenile jail, we send you in with the grown-ups. And you won't like that. A lot of young people wind up in jail because they never learn the word no. A lot of people ruin their lives and other people's lives because they never learn the word no. And that there are consequences for your actions. So you need to discipline your children. However you choose, however you elect to discipline them, whether with corporal punishment or something more creative, you need to be fair, consistent, and measured. If you've got a question about this or any other subject, drop me an email, methodistdave@gmail.com. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. And until tomorrow, be good to each other.